Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the air around you cooling, turning sharp with the scent of sea salt, coal smoke, and the pungent musk of 10,000 horses. The hum of modern engines fades, replaced by a deafening, rhythmic cacophony of iron wheels on cobblestones and the frantic ringing of streetcar bells. Do you feel the vibration of a city that is growing too fast for its own skin? Do you feel the nervous, electric energy of a place that is reinventing what it means to be human? Welcome to New York City in the year 1880. We aren't just looking at old photographs today through the lens of AI reconstruction based on the maps of Egbert Fehler and the etchings of Harper's Weekly. We are stepping into the Gilded Age at its most raw and roaring peak. I am your guide, and together we are going to walk the spine of Manhattan when it was the undisputed gateway to the New World. Our journey today will take us from the very tip of the island, where the world arrives in a frenzy of salt and steam, up through the dark shadows of the financial district and into the glittering, chaotic heart of the city's social life. We will start at Castle Garden, move through the dense labyrinth of Lower Manhattan, cross the shadow of a bridge that isn't quite finished yet, and finish among the mansions that are pushing the city ever northward. New York in 1880 is a city of vertical dreams and horizontal squalor, a place where the richest men in history live blocks away from the most desperate poverty on earth. Let's begin where the story of modern America truly starts, the water's edge. The sun is just beginning to burn through the Atlantic fog as we stand at the Battery. Look out at the harbor. It is a forest of masts. Steamships, their funnels belching thick black soot, jostle for space with elegant three-masted schooners. The air here is thick, tasting of brine and the unwashed wool of 1,000 coats. To our left is Castle Garden, a circular sandstone fortress that serves as the nation's primary immigrant depot. Before Ellis Island ever opened its doors, this was the threshold. I can see a line of families, Irish, German, Italian, clutching wooden trunks and looking up at the skyline with a mix of terror and hope. This building was once a theatre where Jenny Lind sang, but now it is a processing mill for human souls. Within a few decades, this fortress will be converted into the New York Aquarium, and eventually the immigrants will be moved to the island in the distance, leaving this place as a silent monument in a manicured park. We turn our backs to the sea and walk into the maw of Broadway. The transition is jarring. As we leave the open air of the Battery, the buildings begin to lean over us. We are entering the financial lungs of the world. Notice the ground beneath your feet. These aren't the smooth streets you know. These are Belgian blocks. Rough, rectangular stones, slick with mud and horse manure. The sound is incredible. It is a constant, grinding roar of iron-rimmed wheels and the shouting of newsboys. To our right rises the Trinity Church spire, which for now is the tallest point in the city. It seems impossible, but at this moment, the church is the only thing reaching for God. The skyscrapers are still just blueprints in the minds of architects. This is the world of the old Knickerbockers, the elite families who are watching their quiet, brownstone city be devoured by the relentless march of commerce. We push through the crowd, past men in silk top hats and messengers darting between carriages. We are heading toward the intersection of Wall Street. Look at the telegraph wires overhead. They are so thick they almost blot out the sun, like a giant cobweb spinning the city together. Every shopfront here is a hive of activity. I see a group of bankers standing on the corner, arguing over the price of Western railroads. There is a sense of immense, unearned wealth being conjured out of thin air. But look down the side alleys. You'll see the sandwich men wearing boards advertising cheap meals for a nickel. This district will soon become a canyon of steel. and these telegraph wires will be buried underground after the Great Blizzard of 1888. But for now, the chaos is all visible, tangled in the sky. As we move north, the air changes. The smell of the docks fades, replaced by the scent of roasting coffee and the dry dust of construction. We are standing at the foot of Park Row, looking toward the East River. Towering above us is the most ambitious engineering project in human history, the Brooklyn Bridge. In 1880, it is a ghost. The great granite towers are finished, rising like Gothic cathedrals from the water, but the roadway is not yet complete. I can see the delicate, web-like steel cables stretched across the void. People call it the eighth wonder of the world. High above on the catwalks, workers, many suffering from the mysterious bends, are weaving the future of the city. Below the towers, the Fulton Fish Market is a riot of silver scales and shouting merchants. This bridge will link the two cities of New York and Brooklyn in just 3 years, changing the geography of power forever. But today, it is a haunting, beautiful skeleton that dominates the horizon. We follow the curve of the island toward the east side, and the atmosphere shifts violently. We are entering the Fourth Ward. The elegance of Broadway is gone. The streets narrow, and the buildings seem to groan under the weight of the people inside them. This is the world of the tenements. Laundry hangs from every window like ragged flags. The smell here is overpowering. Clogged sewers, rotting garbage, and the heavy scent of boiled cabbage and coal fire. I see children running barefoot through the slush, dodging heavy drayage wagons. This is the most densely populated square mile on the planet. Families of 10 are squeezed into single rooms. It is a city of shadows, where the sun rarely touches the cobblestones. In a century, these slums will be cleared for high-rise housing and highways. But today, this is the heartbeat of the city's labor, the engine room that keeps the mansions of the north running. We escape the gloom of the tenements and head west, back toward the center of the island, rising up into Union Square. The contrast is like stepping into another world. The streets widen. The mud is replaced by swept pavement. We are in the Ladies' Mile, the premier shopping district of the Gilded Age. Look at the shop windows of Tiffany & Co. and Lord & Taylor. The women here wear elaborate silk dresses with bustles that sweep the ground, their faces shaded by parasols. The elevated railroad, the L, rumbles overhead on its iron stilts, casting rhythmic shadows over the street. It is the sound of the future. I see a hansom cab pull up to the curb, a gentleman in a fur-lined coat stepping out to escort a lady into a grand hotel. There is an air of indestructible confidence here. They believe this era of luxury will last forever. They cannot imagine that within a few generations, these grand department stores will move even further uptown, leaving these beautiful cast-iron buildings to be reclaimed by artists and lofts in a place they will call Soho. Finally, we walk north along Fifth Avenue, toward the edge of the developing city. We stop near 50th Street. To our left, the twin spires of the new St. Patrick's Cathedral have just been completed, glowing white and pristine against the sky. But look around us. The city is still becoming. There are vacant lots filled with rocks and weeds. Shanty towns, huts made of scrap wood and tin, sit right next to the rising marble palaces of the Vanderbilts. We see the upper reaches of Central Park in the distance, a masterpiece of landscape that is still maturing. The air is cleaner here, smelling of fresh mortar and upturned earth. The Upper West Side is still largely goat farms and rocky outcrops. We are standing at the frontier. The men building these mansions are the kings of the age, and they are carving their names into the very rock of Manhattan. New York is a city built on the graves of its previous selves. It never stops moving, never stops building, and never looks back. But when we look at the Reconstruction of 1880, we see the blueprint of the modern world. We see the same ambition, the same terrifying inequality,